Hello, and welcome to Mr.ClixFlix. I'm your host, as always, Mr. Clix, working every day to bring you the best Heroclix channel available on YouTube. And in today's video, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the attack power known as Energy Explosion. This power is designated by an orange coloration on the character's attack value. And the 2013 abilities card says, when this character is given a ranged combat action and deals damage, an area of effect may include all untargeted characters that are adjacent to one or more of the hit targets. Hit targets are dealt damage normally. Other hit characters are dealt 1 damage for each target printed on the character's base. Now, if we remember from my dials video, the targets on the character's dial are right here, indicated by the lightning bolts. So Thor here from the Avengers vs. X-Men starter has 2 targets that he can make. So let's go ahead and get into this one. This power is a little bit difficult to describe and talk about, but we're going to go ahead and do our best here anyway. So put Thor over here. Go ahead and give him some people to go ahead and attack. We're going to go ahead and give him Emma Frost, Cyclops, and Magic. I'll put her there. It's kind of out of frame, but it'll be okay. Alright, so what we're going to do here is Thor is going to attack Emma Frost. Emma Frost has a 17 defense, but if you notice, she's also in hindering terrain, so she gets a bonus of +1 if you remember my maps videos and what the maps mean. If you don't understand what the maps do, go back and reference that video and then come back. The same thing with the targets on the dial. If you're not quite sure what that means, I have a video on what the stuff on the dials mean. Go back and reference that video also. So he's going to just target Emma Frost, and he's going to use Energy Explosion, and this is not an optional power. It used to be an optional power, but now it is not. So we're going to go ahead and get into why that's important here in a minute, but let's go ahead and do our base example. So Thor has a 12 attack, Emma Frost has a 17 defense, and she gets +1 from hindering, so it's an 18 defense. Thor needs a 6 to hit Emma Frost. And he rolled just barely his 6. Okay? So now what happens is we're going to ignore that Emma Frost has defensive power for this example. So Emma Frost would take the 5 damage from Thor for his regular damage. Okay? Which is right there. 5. Okay. Then what there would be, it's called splash damage. So Cyclops would take 2, and since he wasn't the target of the character, it doesn't matter what the defense was. He still takes his 2. Okay? And then the same thing with Magic. She takes her 2. And that's how that works. Now, you can see from this example how this power could be devastating if you were playing against a swarm team where like everybody stayed clumped together, because Thor just did 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage in one turn. Okay? And that can be really devastating, especially when you start talking about people with 3 targets and stuff like that. It's a really a powerful power. Now, we'll go ahead and get into some things you need to be careful about when you're using Energy Explosion and why it's not, why it being non-optional is not a good thing. So let's go ahead and put Spider-Man here from the Avengers vs. X-Men starter, and we'll say that Spider-Man is friendly to Thor, and Thor already made his attack roll and he hit Emma Frost. Well, now Spider-Man is adjacent to Emma, and he's in the area of effect. So Spider-Man would also take the 2 damage, hurting himself. So when you're doing energy explosion, you have to be careful and mindful of where the other members of your team are, so that you can make sure that they don't take damage, or if they do, you're aware that it's going to happen and stuff, and not taken by surprise. And that's pretty much all there is to know about energy explosion. As always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe so that you can be one of the first to view my Heroclix videos as they become available. Until next time, please remember that it's only critical miss if you don't have probability control.